Hi Speechies, it's Lisa.
And Zahra, and welcome back to Speech Fairies.
I picked up this fun Joker Funhouse game while I was out thrifting, and I wanted to share it today. We wanted to share it today. I've been off, so sorry, because I've had laryngitis, but I know that's okay with you guys to take a break because all the Speechy friends would not want me using my voice and making it worse. So we're going to jump back into some of our videos again, and starting with this DC Super Friends Funhouse game. It's for ages 4 and up. It's from Wonderforge, and I will show you what we paid for it. $1.99. So it was incomplete. It was missing a mask. Maybe I'll show it on the back. It was missing this little Superman mask, and it was missing this batarang shooter launcher thing.
Which is Batman's superpower.
That's right.
So each of them have superpowers. The Flash zooms around, so if he lands on a power space, he can go to the next power space. Batman, you place the batarang shooter on the table facing the Joker. Fire at the Joker only once. Younger players may fire at the Joker twice. If you knock him off, he goes back to the start.
So this is what we got in substitution for the batarang. I may have a McDonald's toy as a batarang somewhere, but I just haven't found it. But this one I just picked up at Burger King, and it's a launcher. This part comes out, and you just push the back here, and it launches, and it's pretty powerful. So it's a Nerf, but it could substitute in any of the launchers from McDonald's.
Superman's ability is to use the X-ray vision mask to look at the Joker movement cards on the game board, but you can't pick them up. If you look through the mask, you can see the numbers here. Yeah. And you can take away the card with the highest number and remove it from the game. The Joker player puts a new card out from the stack without looking at it.
Okay. So this part I showed you was missing on the back of the box, but I just went to one of the party stores, and I believe for $2 I got all 4 characters actually that are in this game. So I got the Superman mask, and I just put red cello on the back. There's actually, if you wanted to make it more fun, we have a Flash mask, a Green Lantern one, and a Batman.
So the clients could put on whichever mover they were.
Yeah, so and I got doubles too. So I might laminate one set. Just remove the elastic, laminate it, cut out the eyes, and put the elastic back on. Maybe.
So the Green Lantern's ability is to place the Green Lantern force field blocker anywhere on the game board.
So this is him, and this is the force field blocker.
He can use it to protect the Super Friends from the Joker Wacky Ball. It's just a rubber bouncy ball that the Joker will use. We'll show you that in a second.
So here's the Joker. He's raised up on this platform, and he's going to cause trouble for anybody on the game board. And he has his own track to follow.
The Green Lantern force field stays put until you move it again. So the Joker player turn. Here's the Joker. He has 7 steps to get to the getaway hatch. If he makes it to the getaway hatch, he wins the game. So if I were to spin this, and
there's a sequence of, you're supposed to do Super Friends spin,
yeah,
and then do Joker spin.
It's a present.
Oh, it's a present, one of the Joker's
Yeah.
presents, okay.
So let's say, I'm not going to pick one of these up because those are for the game. So I picked, this one has a 3 on the back.
Uh-oh.
So I would move 3 spaces forward.
And then what? Do you get to do a trick?
No, then my turn's over.
Then when do you do the ball thing?
If I roll the ball.
Oh, okay.
So if I roll the ball, so you can have a choice between the present or the ball, the joker or the ball. There are only two like that. So if you get this one, or this one, and you choose the ball.
Okay. That's right now it doesn't make sense because none of the superheroes are on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I were here, I would roll it down here. And if I were to knock over a player, they would have to go back to the start.
Cool.
But if I bump one...
If you bump it, they can just go back to the space they were on. They don't have to move at all.
But if they fall, then yeah.
Then you have to go back to the start.
But if Green Lantern blocks one of the Super Friends...
So say Superman was here.
So if I were to roll it down here and it was to hit this instead of Superman, then Superman could stay where he was. If one of the Super Friends reaches here, then that means this is the catch space, I believe.
Yeah, they capture him.
Yes, the capture space. And the Joker loses and the Super Friend wins. But if the Joker gets here, he gets his getaway hatch and the Supers lose and the Joker wins. Dun, dun, dun.
Instructions say to use one player as the Joker and other friends as the Super Friends.
I'll be the Joker.
And I'll be the Super Friends. I just wanted to explain for sessions, if you do an individual session, you'll use one Super Friend and one Joker. Most likely clients are going to want to be the Joker because they like to be the bad guy, but you never know. They might have a favorite superhero that they want it to be. So how I would modify this would be they could move any superhero they wanted. It might take a little longer that way, but usually sessions are pretty short. But I picked this game up because I thought it would be motivating. A lot of the clients I see are boys, and they love their superhero friends. So I thought this would be a great game to kind of keep more than one child motivated to kind of engage in a speech and language activity. If we wanted to do stim cards before we took turns, that would probably be fine. It also has some really nice sequencing involved, as you can hear when Zara's explaining it. If there's a lot of if this happens, then this happens, when this happens instead. So there's lots of like sequencing that happens during the game. Lots of prepositions, who's in front, who's behind, who's first, who's last. Unfortunately, they're all he pronouns, but if you're working on him, his, and he, you could work on that. Unless you wanted to introduce a female superhero, you could do that as well. Because there's always like Batgirl and
Wonder Woman,
Supergirl in the DC universe. If you're working on S-blends, you could do spinner, there's two, and spaces, and up here the Joker has to do steps. How many steps does he get to do?
And when you spin this, if you got orange and you're at the start, you would go to the first orange space you see.
That's right.
The closest orange space.
So it's more similar to Don't Wake Daddy, that way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a cool obstacle course and something motivating for a group or an individual client. So we wanted to show everybody how that game worked. It was a bit complicated, but really you could simplify it as much as you wanted to. And again, most everything that was missing could be replaced. So luckily I had to use my creative juices to do that, but that's it.
I hope you liked this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll
see you very soon.
Thanks for watching.
Bye everyone.